Grounded in your light, to me, means being at your baseline.
When we first envisioned the Upton and we noticed that there were plenty of open walls, let's be cool and throw a mural in there. Never imagined it would morph into what has been delivered here.
The first conversation that we ever had was about a 20 by 40 foot wall. And then once the building was built and we started to have more conversations, he said, let's do the ceiling, let's do the walls, the floor, like whatever you want. He was just open. It was more of a constructive conversation than I don't like that there. He was curious and asking questions rather than taking away.
And there was a lot of just blind trust, earned blind trust.
This process taught me that when artists and developers work together, the final result can be even greater than what each single party first imagined it could be. So this is it now, and we're painting the ceiling, both the walls and the floor is gonna come out to about here. This is the right wall, and this is the left wall when you enter. I think I've always been obsessed with light, and so when this project came, I was trying to think of a concept around light, and Grounded in My Light just stuck out when I went to go think of a title or what the overall concept would be.
My name's Webb Worthington. I was a partner at Meta, and I led the development of the Upton. I'd seen her work at the Skylark, and that was impressive. I really liked her kind of free-form look. It's vibrant, it's colorful, it's sophisticated, high energy. I think that's what initially drew us to her.
2023, they were building the building, things were happening. 2024 was the first deliverable for the design.
We had a first presentation to us of what this was going to be. The coolest part to me was how much Lacey could see it, and that was clear. That was enough for me to just say, you know what, this is gonna work out great.
He had emailed, we had been, waiting for the building to be built, and then when conversations started to be had, he said that he had hired Gallery Residential to help with the art at the property and also manage it.
Melania, who heads up the art department, she said, I've got a great local artist who I think would be perfect. Her name's Lacey Longino. And I said, that's funny, I've already reached out to her.
We met in a transitional period in her life, and I think that she was craving this rebirth in herself and in her work. I didn't bring Lacey to Upton, she brought herself to Upton. Her work speaks for itself, and I think that that makes clients want to work with her.
For Webb to have found us from that 5-story mural to us being here doing a 6,000 square foot mural is just so serendipitous. Wow.
Here's your canvas. Let's see that chandelier diagram.
Yeah.
Is that in this too? Those are the... Okay, well that's yours. That's basically what I did.
There it is.
Basically, your first one's gonna be right there.
Okay.
6 inches, hanging 6 inches off of
Cool.
6, and then 12. They all lag like 6 inches.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Melania Armenta, and I'm the Senior Director of Creative Strategy at Gallery Residential. I think that a lot of artists have been left out of the kind of goals of development for cities around the world, and I wanted to be a part of the solution and bridging that gap. The types of transformations that I've seen is that artists are finally able to believe in what they do. It completely changes their mindset on how they value themselves and how they value what they create, and residents start to engage more with the spaces that they live in.
I'd had the privilege of getting to go to the studio and get a sneak peek of her prepping these ceiling pieces, which I can remember that first day walking up and you see it from far away. So it's just like, it was just this moment of clarity, like, wow, we're about to create something really special here.
I'm grateful to have collaborators because there were moments where I didn't know how to paint it or how to paste it up there, and having Truth and Pato and Stephanie to kind of bounce ideas off of to help me weave through those things is so important.
We always try to include some art. We think art's important for creating community and bringing people together. It wasn't until Gallery Residential got involved. They were really instrumental and helpful in helping us see more canvas and more opportunity for art than we originally set out.
The value that art brings to a community beyond aesthetics is a sense of identity. no one can say that they have a Grounded in Your Light piece by Lacey. It only lives at the Upton, and that kind of originality is what makes people feel like a part of the story.
I think what I love about painting is that there are these hyper-realistic moments that I'm rendering and pushing to achieve, but then when you get up close, it really is very painterly and free-flowing. You can see the stencil that's used for the Cadillac on the grill is over in the long exposure light, and that, as an artist, is what we're doing. We're creating a visual language. We have to train our brains and our eyes to see things differently and how they relate to one another. I've always been obsessed with color and temperature and light. Each area has its own palette. There are certain colors that I have kept from other projects and use on a consistent basis, but then I let it evolve and pick the colors based on the light. I got my dad involved in this project because I wanted my floors to be sophisticated and rich, and he had just started this concrete resurfacing business, and this was just the perfect opportunity for that.
My name is Bill Longino. I'm the owner of Concrete Renewal, and we do decorative finishes on top of concrete all over Atlanta. My daughter Lacey is doing the mural here, and she needed my help doing some of the flat work, so that's where we came in.
There was one moment when I saw his passion come out, and it was when we pulled the first tape line. He was like, "This is the cleanest it's ever been." To see him be so passionate, it was, eye-opening that I've gotten a lot of my hard work ethic from him. He is nonstop and has a great attitude the whole time and gets it done.
So being on site with Lacey and working together, it was inspirational. She's such a great artist and a muralist, and I was excited to be able to see how she took what we could do and incorporate it into her work and her inspirations. What I would say to Lacey right now about the experience and the mural is that I'm extremely proud of her work ethic, her creativity, her ability to design and actually execute all of that almost by herself. She loves that part of it. That's what inspires her, that's what makes it fun for her, and so I'm just really proud of her for all of that.
My hope is that this mural will bring joy and pride for neighbors and residents. I would hope that this mural and this dedication and emphasis to art here is a differentiator and allows people to leave thinking, wow, that place is special.
When we are surrounded by beauty, we live so differently. Beauty has a powerful force behind it that compels people to feel beyond themselves, and maybe that beyondness is what connects us all.
Well, what community means to me is just people being friendly and encouraging to each other. And the way art helps with that is that it creates feelings, and hopefully that is a shared feeling around the community when they come through and see these things.
When I think about being grounded, I think about being safe. There's security and safety in being grounded. And then when I think of my light, I think of your energy and who you are. You have confidence, you have inner confidence, confidence in yourself, and it comes from knowing that you've got a good spirit and you're a good person. When I think of Grounded in Your Light, that's what resonates with me.
This project reminds you and creates, the beauty and the reminder of beauty that's available right there, because it's on the walls, it's on the ceilings. It's an unbelievable mural.
I would describe Lacey's approach to community as one that is nothing less than authentic. She's always about making sure that people are enjoying themselves, and that's what creates community.
I hope that the way that I want people to feel seen in this space, I hope that when I come back in 10 years that I feel grounded and proud in whatever season of light I'm in. It's my Olympics, and I've gotten the gold. Look up. A conservatory ceiling almost balanced on these two columns I love. Movable, but grounded. And the broken glass ceiling? That's the proof. The star of life. Just above the willow tree from my youth and that Van Gogh painting I've been dreaming about is the cloud and landscape from Greece circa 2016. So much light, yet so much darkness. Follow the sapphire brick road with a few flowers on it that's leading us home to Roy Dog. Many mailboxes, so we say hey to our neighbors. Present is a background full of gestures. And here's Mert, Shannon's chicken that lived in Eastlake. R.I.P. sweet baby, we love you. Breathe and release. Slow movement light, feminine energy bliss, present. Orangina flowers like the ones from Skylark years before. Same, but different. It's August, there's peace like in her songs. ATL summers forever. We cruising in Castro's 1984 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Pearl white, velvety blue interior, 2 dope boys in a Cadillac, and then a stolen golf cart, if you know, you know. Take a breath and look up again. Basketball crystal stained glass sconces celebrating all the years I practiced twice a day, shot 100 free throws, and rode the bench. Good thing I quit senior year to do AP art. Now, we're dead center, inside 6,101 square foot landscape of your dreams, which was the street address to my family's home. A slight breeze blows through. Atmospheric authenticity. Texture-blowing movements like a field of flowers. Lush layers of stars. Here we are, experiencing the highest of highs while still touching the ground. Let any of the light guide you. There is no light without darkness, so meet it where you need it to be or where you're at. Come home to your dreams. It's calm, it's confident, it's victorious. A human grounded in her light, sharing everything she has from her baseline to yours. This is the gold. This is grounded in your light.
Crescent moons and starry skies, balanced between columns of love. A willow tree and a Van Gogh painting blown here on the wind. There's no light without darkness, so let the light guide you. Wide open spaces, leave room for big mistakes. Meet me where you need me, I'll be where you are. Golden sunset beaches, fireworks in the sky, coming home to my dreams, grounded in your light. Cruising in Cadillac, ATL summers forever, headed towards that orange sunset like a gate into the sky. It's all the same but different.